Hello everyone and welcome back to CozyAnimeCookie, aka your girl Alicia, and we are diving right back into Jill O'Lantern Final Cut. Now we are in the final phases of the story, and I believe with the remainder of the story they're just trying to wrap up some plot holes. So let's continue wrapping up on these plot holes before we finally get to the final battle. I am curious about this drug that she was given by Joy. Candy, I know why I kept forgetting you at school. Oh, why? It was Joy. She was drugging me with another one of her alchemy potions. What? She was drugging you to erase your memory? Yeah, she said every time I came home talking about meeting Candy, she spiked my favorite mug to make me forget about them. Then I drugged myself with it when I made some tea and went to bed. That's how I figured out how people were being drugged with the seventh sin. She was doing the same trick just with party cups. So your sleepwalking was actually her drugging you every time you met Candy?
Uh-huh.
Yep, she didn't want me meeting anyone I met, lose my virginity too. It made me a better human sacrifice. I can't believe it! I knew something was wrong when you kept forgetting about me, but
Bibi.
Edie, I'm so sorry. I should have done something sooner. She would have killed you if you had. She already tried when you wouldn't let up. That's why she wanted to get along with you on your dates. I knew something was fishy about that. Thank goodness my parents gave me those safe dating lessons. For real. But yeah, I just didn't want you to think I was pretending to forget you. For a while, I thought you were mad at me. I'm glad you weren't. Well, I was actually for a while. You promised you'd call, but I did call. I called your house every day after we left. But your asshole parents always answer the phone and hung up on me. Oh, that explains why we changed our number halfway through my sophomore year. Yep, assholes. Fortunately, they still sent you to Cravenport, so I was able to track you down there.
Huh?
Wait, did you seriously pick a college just to find me? Well, Cravenport also has a good psych program, and it was just one town over, so I could still see my family, but kind of. I know that's a little stalkery, but I made a promise I was going to keep. After my parents enjoy, I'll happily take just a little stalkery. Thanks. Thank you for finding me. Does anyone feel like giving me a backstory to the tender moment happening right now? No. Maybe later. Oh, come on! Always gotta save one big reveal for the end of the movie, right, Jill? I guess. This isn't a movie, you two. What? That was priceless.
Candy.
How are you doing, Candy? Okay, I guess. Like I said, just a little cold. I think she meant, how are you doing emotionally? Better than my most, I suppose. My head feels a little jumbled, but I'm not getting anything truly horrible yet. Some of the others, though, no one's saying anything, but you can see it in their eyes when they try to look at each other. A lot of trust got broken tonight. It's not their fault. It was Mark and his damn seventh sin. And Pumpkin Hater too. He says she's the one who made it, right? Yeah, Joy was the real mastermind behind all of this. She is never going to hurt you again. And she won't get away, no matter how far she runs. It's the fact that she did run that has me more worried. She needs me as a human sacrifice, but she just left me on the ground and drove off.
Well,
Well, to be fair, you were dying. She can't sacrifice a corpse. But she never gives up on something she wants, and she spent almost a year and a half grooming me to be her perfect sacrifice. Well, she didn't even try to help. She just stood there looking like she'd seen a ghost. She was probably remembering that she was a ghost. You said the witch killed her in the cabin, right? Yeah, but she was barely conscious when it happened. Also, she kept accusing me and you of working for the witch. And the last thing she saw was me tied up in the vines next to the witch as she killed her. Maybe it finally sank in. Maybe remembering her own death and failure finally drove home that the ritual was pointless. That would explain why she abandoned me, but she wouldn't give up going after the witch. But if that is the case, then I have a feeling I know where she went. Candy, you okay? She really was going to kill you, and she spent over a year planning to do it while you were roommates? Yeah, I don't want to talk about it right now. I don't have the energy, and we don't have the time. Of course.
But...
Later. Right now, I'm just glad to have you and Jill back. It feels kind of hard to trust someone right now, but I know you two won't betray me like that. Never. I legally can't. And I wouldn't want to. You've kind of grown on me a little bit. Same. We're supposed to be asking Candy how they're doing. I'm doing okay now. I've got 2 amazing people here with me. And when this is all over, we're gonna work through all the baggage from this night together. I mean, it's not like we'll be able to go to an actual therapist for any of this. No, not unless we want to turn out as crazy as Joy. Sorry to bother you. Oh, hey, it's Bobby and Joe, our favorite murder-suicide victims. Jill! Sorry, she's still learning decency. Sorry. It's okay. We were going to ask you something, but I guess you just answered it. So we really did die then. Damn. Well, everyone did actually, in one way or another. But it wasn't anyone's fault but Mark and Joy's. I'm sorry, Joe. It's not your fault, babe. You know that.
Huh?
Babe? B? I think Bob was the one in the top hat. That's... What's going on? Huh? No, I'm Bobby. And this is my boyfriend, Joe.
What?
Boyfriend? Wow, we really got things wrong. Huh? I demand an explanation. What were you two doing at the docks?
Jill!
I'm actually kind of curious too. I'm curious too. What were you two doing at the docks?
Baby.
If you're okay talking about it, I mean. It's okay. We are actually trying to put things together too. It's still a bit fuzzy. We know we came here because we heard Mark was going to be handing out some big cash prizes for the drinking contest here tonight. We've been saving up for our wedding as best we can, but things have been rough these last few weeks. Oh, we thought we could try to game the system a bit by one of us loading up on every kind of alcohol they had, then dumping it out into the lake. I told him we could just dump it in the forest, but Bobby just had to be paranoid and insisted we dump it in the lake for another dog. Yes, well, hide a leaf in the forest, you know. Anyway, I remember drinking my soda as we made our way onto the docks, but right after Joe dumped his drink, I started to feel really weird. You were acting drunk, like really drunk. We were going to head back to the party and warn everyone that someone had spiked the drinks, but something happened. Oh, now I remember, I heard a bee. Oh yeah, that's right.
Huh?
A bee? At this time of night? It was probably just a mosquito from the lake, but I'm definitely allergic to bees, and my darling boyfriend is terrified that he's going to lose me to one. All I know is I heard something buzzing in my ear, and I remember we left the EpiPen back in the car. I was terrified out of my mind. I grabbed the first thing I saw and started swinging to try to kill it before it got Joe. And ironically ended up bashing me upside the head in the process. I'm sorry, babe. Bobby, you killed me trying to save my life. I can't be upset over that. I think you can, actually. I know I would be. Besides, you got it worse than me. I don't remember what happened, but I do remember your scream being the last thing I heard. I deserved it. I lost my balance and fell into the dock post, but there's no way I could have gone on without you, Joe. It's a good thing you don't have to. Aww. Jill, hush. But they're so cute and gay. Well, I guess we owe you for bringing us back to life or whatever you did.
Yeah.
We're just glad you two are okay and not blaming each other. You should get ready to go. The only place anyone will be safe is on the other side of this forest. Oh, and tell everyone that if they see the car ahead of them disappear suddenly to just keep driving. It'll reappear in a second. Right. We'll pass it along. Thanks again. All right, that was interesting. We will get invited to the wedding. If we do, they'll probably ask you to be the Chandler? Best seat in the house. Oh, chandelier. What do you think, Candy? Candy? Candy?
What?
But, sorry, I died before, didn't I? I drank from one of the cups, and I saw some people getting into a fight. I went to stop them, but one of them had a chainsaw, and I guess that was the loop before we met. I died other times, too. I was fighting Mark. Oh my god, he was trying to kill you, again! You wouldn't happen to remember a dashing, sexy, talking pumpkin, would you? Maybe. Wait, that was you? I tried to give you a kiss the first time we met. Yeah, but don't try it right now. I might get too excited and burn your lips. I guess I better find some fireproof lip balm. Nice distraction, Jill. Oh, poor Candy. You okay, Candy? You still look nervous about something. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just, I didn't try to kiss anyone other than Jill when she was a pumpkin, did I? I know I can get really forward when I'm drunk, and the seventh sin makes people, I don't think so. Now that I think about it, you were really respectful of my boundaries, even when you were drugged. You made advances, but you never overstepped when I said no. Oh, that's good to hear.
Wow.
But to answer your question, you asked if you could bite V's cute butt, and you two talked about dating after this was all over. But I'm the only one who got offered a kiss. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Damn it, Jill. Although, I guess you technically did kiss V while you were giving her CPR earlier. Magic. Life-saving kiss, in fact. Thanks to a certain helpful demon. Maybe I should get into fairy tale stuff next time. Thanks to you, I'm pretty sure Candy did all the work there. Looks can be deceiving. Candy can handle the physical part, but I can give you the spark of energy to bring you back around. I was summoned here immediately when you passed out. I remember what you said about starting a panic, so I quickly hid in the fire. Then, when I saw Candy try to save you, I suddenly reached out and gave you a little energy boost so they had something to restart. I was a combined effort. Oh, that explains why the fire suddenly flared up and turned blue while I was doing chest compressions. He gave her like a magical defibrillator jolt. Wow, Jill, you are really good to have around in an emergency. When she isn't causing them, that is. All right, I think we got enough of the backstory. And Luke's turned up, sewn up. Whatever. Let's go. Let's get to this final juicy part. So, what now? We need to get the book back and finish this. One problem though, the book was with the witch again, and we still have no idea where she is. That's 2 problems, Jill. Nope, just one. I know where the witch is. She's in one of the old rental cabins on the other side of the lake. Number 6. Nice. How did you figure that out? I found the key on her body after the book killed her. That's gotta be where she stays when she's not in her cave. And she was already dead when I saw it, so she doesn't know who we know. Yes! We finally got her cornered. And what are you 2 going to do about it? Vivian can barely stand up and you don't even have a body. Yeah. We'll figure it out on the way. Right now, we need to get going. That storm's just going to make things harder the longer we wait. All right, my Jeep's just up the hill. Can you make it that far? I'll be fine, but maybe you should go with the others. Excuse me? I just don't know how we're going to keep you safe if you come with us. I can take care of myself, Vivian. Not against magic, you can't. V and I have some protections against it, but we've seen you die from it before. Well, I survived last time, didn't I? Last time you were dealing with the book, but we're going up against the witch too. That's double the trouble. And she knows how important you are to us.
Thrice, damn it.
She does. She knows about candy since the first loop. She even knew we got them outside the bubble before, though she didn't know how. So I'm on 2 magical hit lists instead of 1? What's the difference? The difference is the witch won't just kill you. She'll make us watch while you suffer, and she'll do it just to see it happen. Oh. And it's my fault. When she threatened to kill you last time, I lost control again and put a target on your back. I'm sorry.
Phoebe.
It's okay. It's not like you could have gotten rid of me anyway. And I'm glad to hear you care about me so much. Well, we both do. Jill actually gave up her mission so we could save you. Really? Well, I didn't give it up. I just delayed it. But yeah, you had kind of an impact on me. Huh? Well, I look forward to getting to know you better. Sounds great. I mean, we should figure out a plan to deal with the witch first. Agreed. But we can do that on the way. Let's get in the Jeep. Right.
But,
how are we going to carry Jill? Do you have a bucket? Let's go. I'm ready for this. After we figured out a way to carry Jill around, Candy made sure everybody knew what to do. Then off we went. Everyone else headed for the barrier while we drove into the storm for the cabins. You know, I just love a girly with a Jeep. I got a Jeep too. Chapter 10, we need a plan. So cool, Jeep. It's my dad's. He and my mom are real outdoorsy types. When I told them I was heading out to the woods, they let me borrow it for the weekend, and I let them use my motorcycle. You have a motorcycle? How are you so cool? It's just an old clunker, but it gets me to class and work and back. Still cool. So, what's the plan? We go in, kill the witch, take the book, and end the spell, and then all go home and take a nap? Mm-hmm. V, this is the part where you point out all the problems with my plan and come up with a better one.
Huh?
Huh? What did you say? We're in trouble.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to organize my thoughts. Then say them out loud. We'll help you. Hmm. I'm so sick of Joy. Do you think we're going to see Joy at the cabin?
What?
You think that's where she went? Knowing our luck, she'll show up at the most inconvenient moment and make things 100 times worse.
V.
I'm only under contract to keep you alive now, V. If she tries to hurt you, do what you have to do, but try not to kill her. She needs to stand trial for the seventh sin. Is that the only reason you don't want her dead? Well, if Jill kills anyone, she'll be vulnerable to the lightning spell. I think Candy's more worried about you going back to her again. Jill, we need to work on your tact.
Ugh.
Don't worry, it's kind of hard to put any faith in someone after they say they were planning on killing you before you even met. Besides, you two have been better to me than she ever was, even if she was a big upgrade over my family. That's such a low bar, though. But if she does show up, we can at least be sure she'll be trying to kill the witch, right?
Ugh.
Enemy of my enemy, you mean? I doubt she'll go for that. She's completely insane. At least we don't have to worry about them teaming up on us. I was thinking about what you said about the book, about it having a, what did you call it? A homunculus? Yeah, that. Anyway, both Joy and the witch made it sound like the spell book was a family heirloom.
Well.
So do you think the book drove Joy's family to become serial killers like itself? Or did it start killing demons because it gained sentience around a family of serial killers? Huh? That's a good question. We'll probably never know for sure, but I say it's probably the family that taught the book. What makes you say that? The book can control people, at least subconsciously. Maybe it twisted their minds.
Well.
First of all, you said Auntie Witch killed Pumpkin Hater's mom to get the book, so Pumpkin Hater probably never even used it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I remember she said something about that. I asked her what her ambitions were, and she said she wanted to avenge her mother's murder, which was a really intense thing to say on any first date. My point is, she's more than willing to kill and use people without a magic book whispering things in her head. True, but she also had a very traumatic childhood. Doesn't excuse anything, but it is something you see a lot of serial killers' histories. It sounds to me like the book and the family just enabled the worst in each other. Some people just don't see any reason to be decent if there's no threat or consequences. Although, that in itself doesn't necessarily make them a bad person or a killer. They just need a reason to be a good person. Huh.
So.
You don't think that destroying the book will make Joy or her family be good?
V.
There is no saving that woman. I know. I'm just...
Vivi.
What is... bargaining's a natural and healthy step of grief, Vivi. But that doesn't mean it's possible or deserved. Oh, I forgot to mention, but I found out that what the witch wants. She's going to use the time loop spell to go back to when she killed Joy's mother so she can reclaim her youth. Not possible. She thinks she can use another spell in the book, a familiar spell, to steal energy from other people to make the spell bigger and go back further. Still not possible. Why not?
Well.
Because the book has to have a template to go back to. It records reality around it so it knows what to reset to, but it can only record so much. It doesn't matter how much power you put into it, you can't go back to something that doesn't exist. So it's just constantly recording reality around it.
No.
And I'm guessing the homunculus starts recording every time it summons a demon, in case something goes wrong. So that's why the spell never worked for the witch. There was nothing recorded to go back to. Exactly. Best she can do is scream herself hoarse trying to cast it. That's not going to stop her from trying, though. She's going to use the familiar spell to make an army of slaves. Is that better or worse than her just killing people? Considering she's trapping victims inside their own minds to use as batteries until they freeze to death like V almost did, it's probably much worse. But we're not going to let that happen. Oh, I got a secret. I don't know. Do I want to use that secret? Ooh, I got a secret. Will it mess? Yeah. Oh, if only Mark hadn't used up all the bullets in that gun.
Damn it.
Damn it. I should have asked Kenny where he got that shotgun the first time before we left. Considering it was shooting blanks, I don't think it would have helped much.
What?
Wait, really? Yeah. What? Did you think that body was bulletproof? Yeah, actually. Nah, I made that body to slowly mend itself back together from any injury. Figured it was more dramatic that way. Infinite regeneration has so much more interesting scene potential than just invincibility. You and Candy's mom will get along great. Dang it, not another one. Shame, I never got to show it off. I worked so hard on that body. That shotgun you're thinking of was probably just the stage gun those theater students brought. I heard they were planning on doing a sort of Shakespeare in the Park version of Thursday the 12th Part 3 on the other side of the lake. They even brought a real chainsaw to use as a prop. Of course, they were going to take the chain out of it first. So that's where it came from. Part 3. Aww, that's my favorite one. Do you think they'll still do it later? I don't think so. Considering the trauma everyone's dealing with right now, I doubt anyone is going to want to do a slasher reenactment anytime soon. I wouldn't be so sure. I heard the head of the Cavernport Thespians is really big on method acting.
Hey!
Maybe somebody will make a play based on us after this. Or maybe even a video game. We would make a cool RPG. It would probably just be some mediocre, correct, legendary lawyer knockoff. Those are still fun. V'd definitely be the main character. I can totally see her rocking the purple suit. For real, though.
Huh?
What are you two talking about? What?
What?
You mean you never played the legendary lawyer games? You? Never even heard of it. Well, at least now I know what to get you for your birthday when we get back. Am I missing something? Legendary lawyer? I'm curious where that reference is supposed to be. Was that supposed to be League of Legends? I think that's what it is. Maybe. Anyways, something's still bothering me about the book. Every time it's been in my head, it's been encouraging me and helping me to cast a spell. And when you asked it what it wanted, it showed us a picture of you doing magic.
Well,
we already determined that most likely the book's top priority, demons gave gifts to be used. But there's still one thing that doesn't make sense. Why did it stop me from casting the lightning spell against the witch? If it wants me to do magic, why stop me then? It was helping me cast it.
Wait.
Wait, was the witch holding the book at the time? I could feel the magic building in me while I was saying the incantation. The spell was going to work, I'm sure of it. But the witch was holding the book, right? Yes. Well, that's why it stopped you. It didn't want to get fried too.
Huh?
Huh? Like I said before, only magic can destroy magic. That includes your own magic. If the spell had hit the witch while she was holding the book, it would have charboiled the book in the process. So it does have survival instincts. Well, it can't be used to cast magic if it's a pile of charcoal. I guess protecting yourself at that moment probably just made sense. So the book is vulnerable to its own magic. Poetic, which I guess makes sense for a book.
V.
Still waiting on a real plan, V?
Well,
Your favorite trick seems to be summoning vines to tie people up. We should try to be ready for that. Leave that to me. I know I may not be able to do much like this, but I can at least saute some overgrown asparagus at close range. What about just burning the book? If Candy and I can cause a distraction, could you destroy it before it can do anything to us? I'd rather we kept that as a last resort. Why? The book is made out of magic. Normal flames won't do anything to it. The only way I can burn it is if I use myself, and I doubt it's going to go without a fight. I almost certainly burned myself out in the process.
well,
Okay, what about lighting the witch on fire and taking the book after she burns? I could try, but I can't spit fire very far like this. So if she's holding the book, then the homunculus will be protecting her. Same problem. Right.
Hey.
On the plus side, my scary blocking should also shield you too from any broadband mumbo jumbo she tries to send your way. So we don't need to worry about getting our crops withered or whatever. Nope. No mind whispering, spell slinging, or even weeds so long as I'm around. Crops withered. That
okay.
just leaves the knife. Yeah, not much I can do about that if the witch is holding it.
Damn it.
Only there was some way to disarm her or take her out from a distance.
What?
Take her out? You mean kill her? Eyes on the road. But yeah, that's the idea. That's the plan. Okay, let's say everything goes perfectly. We stop the witch, get the book, and none of us die. What happens then? Well, even though I didn't go through the portal back home, I'm sure someone registered that it opened. As soon as I break the spell and we're back on your planet's normal temporal reality, there should be some HPA agents waiting for us. HPA? Good guy demons, or at least not evil demons. Probably a little racist though, unless my professor shows up, but that would just be a miracle. Okay, and what was that about? Normal temporal reality? Time in the bubble moves faster than the time outside. Oh, okay, so it'll be like, what, 8 p.m. outside? Closer to 1:30 a.m. We've gone around a couple of times. Oh, huh. Well, we can get midnight donuts on the way back at least. They're open until 4. Donut sounds so good right now. I haven't eaten anything but that energy bar in like 18 hours. And I ate the exact same bar twice. Oh, check. The glove box. There should be some more in there. Thanks. I'll eat anything at this. Hello?
Ooh.
A flare gun. Oh, yeah, it's there for emergencies. Well, I say this qualifies. Huh? A little extra firepower out to even the odds. This is just what we need. That witch will never know what hit her. Yeah. Well, here we are.
Hey.
Hey, lift me up. I can't see. Thanks, much better. Now, which cabinet is she in again? Number 6. Cool, which one's 6? No idea.
Well.
We should start by finding the administration building, right? There should be a map of the grounds in there we can use to find the right one.
Huh.
They might also have a map of the cabin itself too. We can check it to see if there's a back door or another way in so we won't be seen coming in the front.
Oh!
We should also check for some spare keys and look to see if there are any maintenance requests for the building. Right. That could give us some valuable information, like if there are any squeaky steps we should avoid on the stairs. Exactly. We are getting so good at this. Or we could just go in the cabin with the creepy lady watching us from the window. Eh? Okay, yeah, that's creepy. Really creepy. Oh, something's behind it. I cannot overstate my disappointment with the universe right now. So much for element of surprise. How did she know we were coming? She knew Joy was staying around here from last time. Maybe she was just keeping an eye out for her.
Pumpkin hater.
Damn pumpkin hater screwing up everything again. Well, let's not keep her waiting. Hang on, maybe I should carry the flare gun.
Huh?
Huh?
Hmm.
They may be right. You're still a little unsteady, V. Probably best if Candy takes the shot. I don't know. Candy hasn't seen what the witch can do. I'm afraid they might hesitate. Hesitate? Wait, what exactly is the plan here? We go in, shoot the witch with the flare gun, and take the book. Easy peasy. What? Do you two even hear yourselves right now?
Huh?
Huh? You're talking about murder. You're saying you're going to go in there specifically to kill someone.
Well.
She's not going to hand over the book if we ask nicely.
Candy.
I know this is messed up, but you have no idea what this woman has done, what she's capable of. If we give her even the slightest opening,
Vivian.
if you kill her in cold blood, it's murder, Vivian. She's going to kill us if we don't kill her first. She's proven that time and time again. This is self-defense. But you'll never be able to prove that in court. You have to know... Wait. What?
What?
Phoebe.
Look, I'm not trying to preach to you, and I'm not saying she doesn't deserve to die, because she does. I've heard about the legend of the shish kebab witch since I was a kid. About how there were countless murders that everyone knew she did, but they could never pin on her because the police refused to investigate. Or about how people would just go missing if they so much as looked at her wrong. Or about how she kept the skull of the sister she murdered in her cave in the woods. She's an evil urban legend.
Wait.
Hang on, do you know where her cave is? I know where to stay away from. When my parents took us camping out here, they told me where it was and to stay very far away from it. You're the one who told Kenny the rumor at the party?
Thrice damn me.
We could have skipped the whole first loop if we had just talked to Candy. Would you two focus? If you managed to kill the witch, and by the way, it's really hard to hit anything smaller than a barn with a flare gun from more than 6 inches away. So good luck with that. Oh.
Huh.
It always looks so easy in video games. But even if you manage to shoot her, that's first-degree murder. You shoot an old woman who was armed with a book? No jury is going to believe it was self-defense. And that's if you even get a jury, which is pretty unlikely since you just accused the sheriff's son as one of the people responsible for the Seven Sins massacres. Gosh. Oh man, he's going to be pissed, isn't it? Yeah, he's gonna want revenge. Even if he gets charged with aiding his son, his corny deputies will look for anything they can to use to discredit you to protect themselves.
What?
Wait, what? If they're corrupt, why would they go after V if the sheriff is going down? Wouldn't that just open up the position for one of them to take? Not this time. What do you mean this time? I'm gonna go for the short answer. It's complicated, but the short answer is the entire sheriff station is on probation, and if the sheriff goes down, they all do.
Huh.
Huh? That sounds weird, but okay. Also, I just told everyone at the party to go on without us because we had to take care of something at these cabins. There is no way we are going to be able to get away with burning an old woman alive.
Huh.
You know, it's kind of funny to think that even justified murder has consequences. Yep, it usually does. Also, hearing someone I love matter-of-factly talk about killing another human being is kind of upsetting. I'm sorry, Candy. It's been a long night, and death just kind of became normal at some point. It's my fault. He's been nothing but a moral compass throughout this entire thing, but I guess my nastier parts finally started rubbing off on her. Getting rubbed off by a demon. What would your parents say, Vivi? They'd probably be more angry that Jill's gender plasma. Gender plasma? Oh my god, I love that. We all just laughed for a bit in the Jeep. It didn't matter why. We needed it. I needed it. I felt the tension I had been holding all night in my shoulders straight to relax a little, and for a moment, the weight of everything just melted away. Even though I felt like the whole world was against me, I knew I wasn't alone. I had two good people I could trust and depend on, and for a moment, I really believed that we were going to make it. Okay.
What the?
What was that? Did something hit the Jeep? We're parked next to a cabin. What could have hit us? Ooh. Is the storm knocking on the window, or am I hearing things? It's not the storm. Looks like someone's getting impatient. Open the window. I'll torch the little effer. It's pouring rain. Settle down. Kenny, what are you doing? We're not coming out until you take those vines away. Any tricks and we'll have our demon burn that place to the ground with you in it. Badass to the rescue again. We don't have much time. What's the plan? Honestly, that really was. That was so badass. So I am coming up to the hour mark here. This has been a very, I keep saying interesting story, but it really has been. Like, some of the expectations that you're expecting, I thought was going to happen, but did not happen. And then some of the stuff that did happen, I was just like, what the heck? Why did this happen? But I'm going to go ahead and do a hard stop here. When we come back, we will finally meet the witch, hopefully, and get inside and see how this story ends. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, night, or whenever you see this video. Comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. All right, bye.